Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from NBCChicago.com and says, New Jersey couple and homeless man in GoFundMe controversy accused of making up story, sources say. Source says. Mark D'Amico, Kate McClure, and Johnny Bobbitt will face charges including conspiracy and theft by deception, according to the source. Now, in my opinion, GoFundMe scams, you can't prove them, because it's fraud if they lie. But who's to say that the homeless guy didn't give her $20 when she asked? That's the bottom line. That's all she said happened. Even if they were conspiring to do it together, like, hey, give me, when I ask you for $20, give it to me. Okay, bam, it's true. That's not fraud. If you want to, and if they tell that story, like, I guess it could become fraud because there was a huge controversy about them because the couple wasn't sharing the money with the homeless guy.
Oh.
Or they were saying that they were buying him stuff and he was selling it. And if it is true that it was fake, I imagine the homeless guy was probably upset that he was the little guy in the story.
Kind of like the victim.
Yeah, like he had to not take a lot of the money. Well, no, he should have gotten all the money. It was supposed to be for him.
Right, these people are like, people should already have money. These people shouldn't be starting GoFundMe so they can sneak money away from some homeless guy.
Yeah,
it's just
but it's funny.
up.
I've seen so many GoFundMes that have made a lot of money, and I guarantee a lot of them are fake. But what are you going to do about it? Not give helpless people money?
I think I remember somebody once made a Kickstarter for like a chicken salad, and they got like $40,000 or something.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Kickstarter. It was one of those sites
something
though,
where they made like a sandwich.
Like Indiegogo or
somebody gave them like
GoFundMe.
$50,000.
Yeah, I think that was Kickstarter.
So yeah,
now.
some of it is a joke.
But as long as
people
they
still give them money,
as long as they didn't lie about something that happened, which is like, I'm sure the homeless guy handed them $20 at one point in their life, then it makes it true.
right?
And how can you argue that? Because they planned it. Planned what? To ask for money? Yeah, of course they planned that. They actually did it. You can't accidentally ask for money. The New Jersey couple, who became famous for raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for a homeless man after he helped with their disabled car, as did the homeless man himself, will all face charges for allegedly providing a false story in order to raise money for themselves. A source familiar with the case told NBC 10. A false story? Like, you're telling me it didn't happen? I find that hard to believe. It's too easy for it to happen.
I mean, to be fair, I really don't know what their story is and how ridiculous.
Well, the story was that
gets.
they needed $20, and then the homeless man was the one who gave them the money, and everyone was like, "Oh, let's help the homeless man now because he's such a good person."
Oh, okay.
And then they got into a bunch of
They say
money
disabled
fights.
car, and I'm thinking like this homeless person like tightened a hose or something,
no,
or like
it was a $20 bill or some shit that they
Okay.
Mark D'Amico, Kate McClure, and Johnny Bobbitt will face charges including conspiracy and theft by deception, according to the source. If they can be, I think if they can be charged with that, that's unsettling because who's to say, it was real or fake?
Right.
Can anyone who makes a GoFundMe be charged with that?
I mean, if they're like raising money for this homeless person, and it ends up being $400,000, and like they're just spending the money, for
They
themselves.
But they also spent money on the homeless guy, but they were spending the money on themselves also, which could be evidence of wrongdoing.
I mean, I think any group of anyone's peers who are not totally screwed up in the head would be like, yeah, don't spend that money that everyone gave you, but you could use it. You could like allocate those funds to other homeless people that needed it. And I'm sure most people would be like, okay, that's cool. We can't give one homeless guy all the $400,000. Split it up between like 4 homeless people.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I think the issue comes when the homeless guy was the one who was supposedly supposed to get the money. Like,
Right.
say they did, hypothetically, they faked this for sure. We're positive of it.
Okay.
The homeless guy was supposed to get the money, and once the money, $400,000 came in, that homeless guy has like an edge over the couple because he knows it's fake, and he can say, "Give me all the money.
right.
The money was for me. Give it to me." And that's probably where the legal battle came, where they were like, "No, we said we were going to split it," and he was like, "I don't care what we said. That money is mine.
Right.
I don't know you. This was a stupid plan that you thought of, and it's my money now."
Yeah, like you don't have the best plan in the world. Like I'm gonna have a $400,000 free crack party.
Yeah. A complaint obtained by NBC 10 alleges that the three conspired with one another to make up a false story in order to raise more than $400,000. Well, they didn't know how much they were going to raise. Also, you can't really see that. Investigators say the three deliberately prevented donors for their GoFundMe campaign from gaining information that would affect their judgment about solicited contribution to that fundraising effort. Okay. D'Amico and McClure turned themselves in Wednesday to Burlington County prosecutors, the source said. The source did not confirm whether or not Bobbitt turned himself in as well. Ooh. So, okay, that's a whole new thing. They admitted it. Well, that's the only way you can get caught. And I feel like Bobbitt was probably threatening them in some way that they were like, we're screwed.
Right. Like Bobbitt knows everything that we've just tried to plan here.
This isn't working because he,
like Bobbitt's trying to tell the truth and he's going against our lies, damn it.
Well, no, I don't think he was trying to. It doesn't sound like Bobbitt was trying to tell everyone. He was probably just trying to get the money. He probably blackmailed them saying, I'm going to come forward unless you give me all the money. And they were probably thinking, like, we already spent the money. We can't do anything. And he's like, well, I'm going to go forward if you don't do it. And he probably had some, like, I don't know, big threat hanging over him. And they said, we're done with this. This is hell.
Right.
Let's just get this over with. A lawyer for the couple had no comment Thursday. NBC 10 has also reached out to a lawyer for Bobbitt for comment. Wow, they're in lots of hot water. You can't pay back $400,000. I mean, some people can, but they wouldn't have made the fake GoFundMe if they could. It's more money than they have. The three initially gained fame in 2017. The couple claimed Bobbitt used $20 to help McClure get gas when her car ran out on Interstate 95 in Philadelphia. McClure and D'Amico then launched a GoFundMe page to supposedly raise money for Bobbitt, and the page brought in over $400,000 from 14,000 contributors. Yeah, that's how it works. At first, the account led to appearances for Bobbitt and McClure on national TV programs, but it turned into a dispute over the money. Yeah, you start fighting over it, and yeah. Bobbitt accused the couple of dipping into the funds and using them as a personal piggy bank to bankroll a lifestyle they couldn't afford, which was the original plan they probably had,
Right.
But then he wanted more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Someone's going to snitch. Bobbitt later sued the couple for over mismanagement of the funds, and a judge ordered sworn statements to determine what happened to the cash, which Bobbitt's attorney, Chris Fallon, said had disappeared. The couple denied any wrongdoing and accused Bobbitt of spending $25,000 in less than 2 weeks last year on drugs, as well as paying for overdue legal bills and sending money to family. Well, there's nothing wrong with paying for legal bills.
How are they going to accuse this guy of wrongdoing with his little $25,000? Like, let the guy buy whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Does he want to buy like a slip and slide that goes off a cliff that you parachute onto?
He's the one who did the good deed. It's his money.
Whatever you want. You want to go smoke crack and jump out of an airplane? Please do it.
But I feel like they were probably thinking, like, you're just some stupid homeless guy. You don't have any edge on us.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
And then he threatened to come forward, probably. The couple's lawyer, Ernest Badway, later said Bobbitt had gotten about $200,000, but Fallon said his client had received only about $75,000. He had gotten $200,000. They probably said, "We'll split it with you."
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly. I can't guess what
the
actually
fact that you can even like get that much money and then decide to split it with someone, and you could actually legally have that agreement, and no one would like bat an eyelash over that, is amazing. The fact that this like blew up in their face is like equally amazing to me. Like that you can't just work this out.
I know. You each could have had $200,000 and gone quietly into the night.
I mean, you could have given the guy $375,000.
Yeah,
you could give the guy $390,000, and you could still keep $10,000. Which, in my opinion, is too much for you to keep in the first place because you're not the homeless person here.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things they could have done with that money other than what they're doing, what they did.
The couple also brought Bobbitt a camper with some of the cash and parked it on land McClure's family owns in New Jersey. But Bobbitt became homeless again after D'Amico told him in June that he had to leave the property. So then that's when the fighting probably started.
Right.
In September, police raided the couple's home in Florence, New Jersey, hauling away a new BMW on a flatbed truck. Badway said that all the couple's personal and business financial statements, along with jewelry and cash, were seized in the raid.
So
is the whole
thing? So is it that they were not allowed to keep any of that money?
They weren't supposed to.
Okay, right. Because I didn't think you were supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing is like, if they would have just not, if they would have just kept their deal with this homeless guy, they probably wouldn't have been in the news.
Yeah.
And like no one would have known of all the 14,000 people, they wouldn't have even known.
But the problem was you can't trust homeless people. If you're trying to do some fraudulent scam with someone you don't know, it's gonna end badly probably.
Right.
You know?
I mean, unless the person's like a huge freaking drug addict or something, like they just have no self-control.
They could have spent $100,000 to have him disappeared, and then everything would have been fine as well.
You know, and I guess everything worked out for the best.
Yeah, well, yeah, because these people aren't going to get their money back.
No,
you know,
I mean,
but they
it's
learned a
state
valuable
money now,
lesson,
right? Or is it
Yeah,
federal?
I
Who
have no
takes
idea.
it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It'll probably go to better use than these people would have used it for.
At that point, officials said the couple was under investigation, though no charges had been filed. D'Amico was arrested in September in Burlington County on an unrelated $500 warrant for an October 2017 traffic stop, according to officials. At the time, he was driving on a suspended license and also had a broken taillight. He also failed to appear in court on 2 separate occasions, according to court records. D'Amico is the guy in the couple.
It's just your classic, you know, these couple idiots get $400,000, think that they don't have to go to court anymore.
And there's this scamster right there.
She probably thought she was so smart. I bet you she thought of the whole thing too.
Right.
She's like,
I mean, because
it
I've seen so many scams on GoFundMe, and like I can kind of tell when it's something that's scam, but people fall for them. People eat them up, and not all of them. I've seen some that failed, but you see the ones where like, and I guess I can't really say if they're real or fake, but it's like I just kind of know. Like some dude got beat up, and he said he wanted to open a homeless shelter, and he got beat up for it. Like, yeah, okay, man, that story is formulated like crazy. You know, oh, you wanted to open a homeless shelter, and then the neighborhood kids didn't like the idea, so they beat you up, and now your face is all swollen. Weird, man.
Yeah, what is this, a Little Rascals episode?
Yeah. Come on. But you have anything else you want to say? No, that's it for the article. So apparently they faked it. I mean, which was pretty crazy because they distracted everyone from the idea that they faked it because of the whole controversy between the money sharing and everything. But it kind of should have, like, you would think the idea that they kept any of the money probably could have told you, like, hey, something's up. Maybe that was the plan, to keep half the money. And that's where there's an issue, you know? But other than that, give it a thumbs up if you like the article or the video. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. And check out our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us, because that'd be awesome. Thanks for watching.